Good morning everyone. In this session, I want to tell you about production and management of food from plants. Production and management of food from plants. We are mainly dependent on agriculture for food. Most of our food items are obtained from the plants. Growing the plants in large number and obtaining the useful food products are called as crops. The process of growing the crops is called agriculture. The process of growing the crops is called agriculture. The duration of the time was not same for all the crops. Based on that, crops are two types: long-term crops, short-term crops. Long-term, coming to the long-term crops, the plants which needed more than 180 days for harvesting are called as long-term crops. For example, millets, paddy, coconut, mango will also fall in this group. Next one, short-term crops. Short-term crops are the plants which are needed below 100 days for harvesting are called as the short-term crops. Example, sorghum, green gram, etc. Next, we will find more number of, that means the different varieties of crops in the rainy season, because that was the season where the farmers will get plenty of water for the crops. So, based on the season, the crops are again two types: Kharif and Rabi. Kharif crop. Kharif crop. The crops which are grown in rainy season are called as the Kharif crops. The duration of the Kharif crop is June to October. Example, sugarcane, cotton, turmeric, etc. Next, Rabi crop. The crops which are grown in winter season are called as Rabi crops. The duration of the Rabi crop was October to March or April. Example, wheat and coriander. This is about the duration of the time. Based on the duration of the period, the crops are long-term crop, short-term crop. Based on the seasons, the crops are Kharif crop and Rabi crops. Next, crop production is mainly based on flowering. Crop production is mainly based on flowering. So, depending upon the flowering, where the flowering was more when the duration of night was less than 12.5 hours. Less than 12.5 hours. Those plants are called short night plants. Example, wheat. Next, long night plants. Where the flowering was more in plants when the duration of the night was more than 12.5 hours. More than 12.5 hours. Those plants are called long night plants. Example, maize, cotton. There are some plants where the flowering or duration of the night was not at all a reason for flowering. Those plants are called night neutral plants. Example, soya bean. This is about the duration. Depending upon the duration of the night, plants are again divided into short night plants, long night plants, night neutral plants. Next, growing paddy and agricultural practices. So, growing paddy is followed some steps. These are the steps which are, first one is preparing the soil, sowing of seeds, applying manure, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, storing. Now, I will tell you about this one by one. So, preparing the soil. So, in agricultural practice, the fundamental practice was the preparation of the soil. For this, farmers will follow the two methods. One is ploughing and another one is the leveling of soil. How the ploughing helps the soil means, by ploughing, after ploughing, it makes the soil loosen, which helps to absorb the nutrients and water through the roots by the plants itself. Next, leveling. By leveling the soil, it helps to the uniform distribution of the water to the entire field. So, this is about the preparing the soil or preparation of the soil. Next, sowing of seeds. Next step followed by the farmers in growing paddy was sowing of seeds. Before sowing the seeds, farmers has to do one important task, that was the selection of the seeds, because selection of the good seeds only makes them to get, they will get the better yield from the good seeds. So what are the qualities of a good seed? So a good seed it must be wrinkle free, round shaped and more weighing. So what are the qualities? Wrinkle free, round shape and more weighing. These are the qualities of a good seed. So this process is called as selection. After selection, farmers will sow the seeds by using different methods. For example, they can sow the seeds by dispersal, sowing with hands and by using the seed drills. This is about the sowing. Next, applying manure. So, applying manure is nothing but giving the nutrients to the plants or supplying nutrients to the plants. So, nutrients are very essential for everyone. I mean, humans also, we also need nutrients to grow healthy, stay healthy, right? So, in the same way, plants also need some nutrients to grow. So, plants will get the nutrients in the form of manure. This is again two types. One is natural manure and another one is the artificial manure. Natural manure are biofertilizers, artificial manure are chemical fertilizers. So, the manure contains nitrogen, phosphorus and potash, which gives the nutrients to the plants. Next one is irrigation. What is irrigation? Supplement of water to the crop in the field is called as irrigation. So irrigation is also very important because the nutrients whatever the nutrients supplied to the field or crop has to dissolve in the water to make the better use of that nutrients. When these nutrients are dissolved in water, then only the plant can easily absorb the nutrients. Okay. So, and again, this irrigation is also done by in many ways. Nana. Basin irrigation, furrow irrigation, basin irrigation, furrow irrigation by using the drip system, next using the sprinklers, etc. So these are the methods which are followed to the in the process of irrigation. Next, coming to the weeding. Fifth practice followed by the farmers is weeding. So weeding means, what are weeds? Weeds are nothing but the undesirable plants which grows naturally along with the crop. So those are called as weeds. That means the undesirable plants which grows naturally along with the crop. These has to remove. So removing the weeds from the crop is called as the weeding. Removing weeds from the crop is called as weeding. So weeding has to be done because if we did not done the weeding, they will compete for the nutrients, water with the main crop itself. Next, coming to the sixth practice followed by the farmers, that was harvesting. Harvesting means nothing but collecting the grains from the crop, by cutting the mature plant is called as harvesting. Next one is the final thing is storage. After harvesting, farmers before storage, farmers will dry the grains under the sun 2 to 3 days. After drying up the grains, they will store these seeds in the gunny bags or in the bins. So they can use that for future use, or they can sell in the market or anything. Okay, because they do not consume entire plant or crop. So storage is very, very important. So once again I will revise this one. So growing paddy involves some agricultural practices. Those are preparing the soil, sowing of seeds, applying manure, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, storage. So these are the steps followed in the growing paddy. So I hope you understand this one, and I hope you find useful in this video. Thank you.